People, welcome. This is the first installment of Next Play Sports, where what happens next happens here. We're so happy to have you here. Thank you for giving us your undivided attention for the next however long. We're just a group of friends who got together. It took 2 years, but hey, we're here. Welcome to the first installment. This is Tanner. I'm also Timo, Mo, whatever they want to call me. Just can't call me late to dinner. And I'm here with Sid. And I've also got Nolan. And boy, we are here to get into the hottest news in all of sports. So welcome, sit back, relax, grab you something to drink, eat whatever you're doing, but let's have some fun.
Oh my god.
All right.
That was beautiful.
What an
waited.
intro.
That was electric.
We've waited 2 years for that. Just think about that. This started
That was off the
The
dome.
greatest
off
intro.
the dome. Freestyle.
Freestyle.
One could say. J. Cole. It all started with $1 and a dream. Alright. But yeah, I am Tanner, the other Tanner, the better Tanner, or NPS Sid. And then our third co-host is
Tis I,
Yeah.
the great one, Pugs.
Yep, Nolan, NPS Pugs, whatever you want to call him. So we are three friends, pretty good friends, from a small town in North Carolina. We have a very deep passion for sports. We all play sports. We all watch sports.
Some would say too deep.
You said too deep? Never too deep.
Some would
So we just had a dream to create something that we can share with the world, create, grow, and do something that we love. So with that, first thing I'd say.
Hold on, before we get into anything, I want to say what Nolan talked about it being too deep. I want to say that I have too deep of a love for my teams
oh yeah.
because
dude.
they literally, in whatever season we're
It
in,
is insane.
I am
Y'all
ride
don't
or
understand.
die. I am ride or die for whoever it is. If you're my boy, I'm riding with you. If I hate you, I hate you. And you literally, these players don't know it, but whenever y'all start to listen to this and y'all go to episode 1, y'all want to see where it all started. And whenever we reach that level, and if we do, God willing, y'all dictate my emotions. If I'm depressed, it's because of you. If I'm excited, it's because of you.
And he is so serious when he says that he is ride or die with his team, because he will name the 16th man on whatever basketball team LeBron James is a part of, and he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. He told me Taylor Horton Tucker was the next best thing.
Shout out Kyle Kuzma.
And now he's shooting what, under 40% from the field.
Listen.
From the field
I'm
goal?
willing to admit that I missed with THT. I'm a grown man. I can say when I'm wrong.
You also missed with Tyler Hero. You told me he was a bust.
No. I didn't say a bust.
That's
Anyways,
You were also singing Kyle Kuzma's praises until you traded him to Washington.
Oh my
No.
God!
Nah,
Kyle
we gotta talk
Kuzma.
about it. We gotta
Kyle
talk
Kuzma.
about
Let's not forget how much I hated on Kyle Kuzma after
Yeah,
the True Colors
after,
started the show.
but during Kyle Kuzma
no,
was
I'm
Jason
saying
Tatum.
like during the playoff runs, like in 2020, was not a Kyle Kuzma fan.
Oh,
He
no.
hit that one shot.
You weren't a Danny Green fan either.
Oh, well, Danny Green had to deactivate his Instagram, so I think he speaks for himself.
I think the internet got him on that one.
Oh my goodness, man! Twitter killed him for missing that shot in Game 5.
Twitter.
They killed LeBron for passing it to him. That was a little wild.
They
to
really
me.
did want LeBron to take
I mean,
a
I'm-
three on
you know,
one.
MJ's the
He could
GOAT.
have made it.
That's for
In all
another
honesty, He could have
episode.
made
But
it, but
so,
All right, let's get into it.
how do y'all feel about the NBA awards? The awards that were given out.
What award are we starting with?
MVP.
Of course, the biggest one, MVP.
The one everybody cares about.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how y'all feel, but I'm pro Jokic. I am pro white unathletic man, big man, dominating a league in which he should not dominate in.
He shouldn't. He shouldn't. Have you seen his pre-draft pictures? They're
Man, the sneaky athletes is what he is.
yeah. He really loved Coca-Cola.
Listen,
Really loved it.
he's a 2-time MVP,
Okay. Sure.
and I think he was deserving of the award.
I mean, he had the highest
Y'all
PR
can
of
argue
all time.
Embiid if you'd
The
like.
highest PR of all time.
Yeah.
Did he? Are you
yeah.
sure?
Yeah.
It was higher than Giannis's?
Higher than Wilt Chamberlain.
Well, I didn't even think. Okay. We'll talk about Will Chamberlain on another day, but I'm not
I'm just saying.
overly impressed with Wilt Chamberlain's career or accolades.
I'm talking about that one season.
Oh yeah, of course
So,
that
like,
one
that
season.
no-
The one
one
season when she
statistical
was
season.
playing against
Bob
5'7",
Cousy.
5'7", like garbage men, like actual garbage men, not the argument Timo uses for the 80s and 90s.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, there
This
it
is
is.
unnecessary shots
Now-
being thrown my way just for the people to get a.
I'm just saying, man, it's just facts. But personally, Jokic was top 2.
And not to.
Well, maybe.
Jokic was deserving.
Embiid
All
Embiid
three
was also
candidates were deserving. All three
Embiid.
candidates were deserving.
Who's the third? Who's the
It was
third one?
Giannis, Joel, Jokic.
I don't know. I think they got tired of giving it Giannis, but
There is such
voter
thing as
fatigue.
voters fatigue.
Oh, for
Voters fatigue.
But I believe, personally, I think I would have voted Embiid just because I feel like he means more to the 76ers, but that's just a personal thing. Jokic deserved it. Embiid deserved it. I'm not.
Giannis is going to deserve it every single year.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
you know what he's going to
Yeah.
put up.
But let's be real.
he's-
Let's be real.
He's a 30 and 14
The Lakers are healthy.
guy.
The Lakers are healthy.
But LeBron. Stop.
It's engraved.
No, it's not.
John Morant's in the finals right now, by the way, if he doesn't get hurt. I just want to show you.
Oh, stop it. Stop
Just
it.
saying.
The Warriors played with y'all. That was embarrassing. So, should we move on?
Played
I mean,
the
what
last
award?
2
What
or 3
award
games?
next?
Was
I mean,
it?
I
Should
guess
we move on to the hot one? Because
I don't want to talk about the
I've got
because
I've got one.
I'm
in
a
the
leper
chamber.
in this situation.
I've got
I'm
one.
a leper.
I've got one in the chamber, and it's
I know.
hot.
Everybody on Twitter has one in the chamber too.
No, but you know what I'm talking about.
If I see one more G League tweet, I'm gonna kill myself.
I'm not talking about. No, this is not MIP.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
this isn't MIP.
This is
Oh,
deep.
oh,
Deep boy.
God.
Oh
no.
yeah. This is DPOY.
My
Yeah.
God.
So Marcus Smart was the least deserving. He had
To be fair, Depoy was not an interesting race. This
Hold
year.
on, was it? It was Rudy, Giannis, and
no, it was
Marcus
Rudy,
Smart,
Marcus
right?
Smart, and Mikal Bridges. Marcus
Oh.
Smart had the worst stats out of all 3.
Right.
And Gobert had the best. Gobert had the same defensive box plus minus, and league average is 2. Well, no, not league average is 2. A good starter, quote unquote, from what I found on the interwebs, is 2+.
That's what you found from some geek
But
online, right?
his defensive win shares was an entire half percentile over Marcus Smart. And those don't seem to move very far. So I feel like that's something impressive. Also, 103 defensive rating to 107 defensive rating for Marcus Smart. Out of the 3 finalists, I think Gobert was probably the winner. But now I have to introduce somebody goes by the name of Idris Adebayo. Okay. And don't give me the game argument. He only played 10 less games than Rudy Gobert. Okay. He also had
I mean,
the only
But Rudy
player.
didn't win.
The only player.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Rudy
but that's
didn't.
my point. But Rudy had the best case out of all the finalists. At least I think so. And Bam was a better defender than Rudy Gobert.
Okay, so
24 games.
okay, so I
24
mean, is there
games
any
is a big
more
deal.
anything else to explain to your take before I give mine?
Um,
Because I'll let you finish with
He was the
Bam.
only one with a defensive box plus minus of over 2. He had the lowest defensive rating. I mean, he's got the best numbers. And he guards 1 through 5. He is the Miami Heat's, the 1 seed Miami Heat's primary defender.
You mean the Cancun Heat?
All right, Nolan. Name me the last ring the Grizzlies won.
All right,
Name me the
so
last
let's stay on
finals
topic. Stay on
appearance.
topic. All right.
All right, then.
Name me the last time you won anything without LeBron.
Hey,
Keep
hey.
it in check.
Without LeBron.
Keep it in check.
I mean, he's spitting, but
2006. That's still an infinite number of years earlier than the Grizzlies' last ring or finals appearance. Have you ever
Right,
been to
okay.
the finals?
so here's what I'm saying about
best we had was Mike Conley. All right.
Tough scene. Tough scene.
Can't help it. Oh no, it was Marcus Gasol. But
here's what I'm gonna say about defensive
Marcus
player of the year.
Gasol deserved the 2013 Depoy.
Shut up.
So we haven't had a depoy that was a guard since Gary Payton, right before Marcus Smart won it,
I believe so. Yeah.
and that was how many years ago?
It was like 96 or something.
It was in the 90s, yeah.
Somewhere in there. Anyways, I'm glad to see a guard get the award because I feel like it's always been a big man dominated award. I've always been on the side that I thought it should be two different. Like I thought there should be two awards for it just because of how big man dominant it is, and how a big man can just play like help defense like Rudy Gobert does, and his stats look astronomically better. But
so Gary Payton was the first point guard to win NBA Defensive Player of the Year and the only point guard in the award's 39 years of existence until Marcus Smart.
But he was the last guard also, right?
He was the only guard, the only point guard.
Well, I'm saying guard because I know Jordan won the Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
But Gary Payton was the last one.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, I think what they did is a lot like the time you see him do MVP is it's basically the same thing. They took the best defensive player from the best defensive team and gave him the award. So, I mean, that's the argument. I mean, it's Marcus All.
But even that argument...
Not Marcus All, Marcus Smart.
But even that argument, I'm giving it to Robert Williams.
Well, he missed a lot of the year.
He played 5 less games than Rudy Gobert, and Rudy Gobert was a finalist.
Yeah, but how many did Marcus... You got to compare Marcus to Robert Williams.
How many games did Marcus Smart play?
He should have played most of them.
I mean, yeah, I doubt they had him depoy and he didn't have a significant number of games.
70. He played 10 more games than Robert Williams.
Like more than 1/8 of the season.
That is true. That is true. Anyway, that was my case for Bam Adebayo. Okay.
Nolan, are you Marcus Smart deserved it?
I honestly and truly, I had so little interest in depoy this year. I don't know why.
Yeah, I can't cap either. I didn't really.
I mean, it's because they had 3 bums in there. Anyway, so moving on to the 6th man of the year. I don't think there's really any argument there.
No, I mean, Tyler
you can argue Jordan Poole.
I mean, he didn't really emerge till late, though, right?
Exactly. He didn't merge till like
Tyler
the last
Hero
2 weeks.
was that guy from Miami when everybody went down.
He played like that all season.
Also, 1 seed Heat, 3 seed Warriors. I mean, 21 points per game off the bench.
I'm not saying like Poole over Hero, but I'm just saying there's not this. I don't think there's as
Jordan Poole actually should have won a different award. So
we're getting into that one.
Yeah, we'll get into that one after Rookie of the Year. So Rookie of the Year was Scotty Barnes. I feel like he was more than deserving. More than deserving.
I knew Scotty was going to be a problem. I mean, I know I watch a little bit more college basketball than y'all, but just being a UNC fan and him playing at Florida State and being the 6th man at Florida State and seeing how dominant he was whenever he'd come off the bench for them, I knew Scotty was going to be a problem. I know that I think on draft night it was Cole Anthony wanted the Raptors. I think the Raptors took him right before the Magic's pick because the Magic had the 5 pick and took Jalen Suggs.
And Cole was pretty.
Cole was like, that was my guy whenever they took Scotty. So yeah, I know.
Now I will say, Josh Giddey had a case.
Josh Giddey's like that.
He came out of nowhere, and
I'm going to apologize right now.
Yeah.
To my boy Cade because I told him in the beginning I didn't think Josh Giddey was like that, but after going back, I retract my statement. Josh Giddey is.
Oh yeah, he's certified. Truth. Cade, we are sorry. Yeah. We all doubted Josh Giddey. We all did. When they even said Josh Giddey, I was like, who? It was like Kristaps, the kid with the Kristaps Porzingis jersey. He started crying.
Tingus.
You said what?
Talking about Tingus Pingus?
I can't even understand what you were saying.
The thing is, the OKC is going to get 5 more Josh Giddeys in the next 10 years.
They're going to get, they can get Boncaro. They can get...
What do they have, 17?
They got 2 this year, right?
The forward from Auburn. I can't...
Yeah, they got 2
Jaden Smith.
They got 2
Jaden Smith. They're going to get Jaden Smith, Boncaro, or Chet Holmgren.
Yeah, if it's me at the top 2, it's either Jaden or Boncaro. I don't think Chet's going to be what we thought Chet was going to be.
I don't think he's going to be.
He has to put weight on. He has to put weight on.
Well, not did. He'll get broken over somebody's knee if he don't put any weight on.
Yeah, he looks like me out there. Yeah.
Facts. 7 foot something 6.
7 foot
same
6.
Dimensions and
everything. He's got. If you've seen him beside who was it? Who was at the draft? David Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, David Robinson was listed at 7'1" in his playing days, and Chet Holmgren made him look like Shaq makes Muggsy Bogues look. I mean, it was bad. It was ridiculous. Like, if David Robinson is still 7'1", then Chet Holmgren is at least 7'4", 7'5".
But it also
And
looked
he
like
can,
he's wearing.
but he's 7'4", 7'5" with an otherworldly offensive skill set.
I mean, Chet just didn't dominate college basketball like
He
I was
didn't.
told he was going to dominate college basketball.
But, well,
I also felt like Paolo didn't dominate. Like,
huh?
I feel like Paolo didn't. Like, I'm talking about like the super dominant. Like,
I mean, Paolo's game is just like
he's fun to watch.
He ain't got that great of a 3-point shot, which I'm sure he can develop because guys can develop a jumper. But I mean, like, he was nice. I'm a UNC fan.
He's gonna be a.
I'm not saying he's bad, but he's not.
He's gonna be an offensive powerhouse, Ben Simmons.
I'm telling you, if I had OKC's pick and Jaden Smith goes one, I'm taking Paolo.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Other rookies though, obviously Jalen Green, Cade Cunningham. I feel like that dynamic is going to be like the like Anthony Edwards, Melo Ball dynamic, the Zion Williamson dynamic. I feel like those two guys they're good. They're really good.
I'm here for the early Jalen Green most improved player next year. I'm here for that.
Okay.
That's my.
I like that.
Because I think Jalen Green's got such a bag on offense.
Oh, he's ridiculous.
And he's gonna get into it, and they're gonna get him another young piece to help that Rockets franchise.
Where they get 2 pick?
Nah, OKC's got 2. I don't know.
I
don't know what order is.
What pick did the Rockets get?
Who's got 1? Magic, right?
The Magic have 1.
Magic have 1. So
the Rockets have 3 or 4.
They're probably going Jabari Smith. Is it Jalen or Jabari Smith? It's Jabari, right?
It might be. Hold on.
It is Jabari.
Yeah. Okay. I was tripping because I was like,
we've been calling him Jaden this whole time.
Yeah, Jalen Smith. I'm like,
we sound valid.
All right.
We sound very valid.
It's good, boys.
All right. So this is something Timo wanted to talk on. Most improved. I'll let you have the floor since.
No. I want everybody else to give their takes because mine's going to be different.
Well, Nolan's take isn't. It's not going to be different because he loves Ja.
Well, we'll let Nolan defend him first.
Okay, go ahead. Defend Ja Morant on most improved player.
So Ja Morant went from 19 points a game and 7 assists to 27 and a half. And so it's not. I don't have an issue with people saying Jordan Poole deserved it because he definitely deserved it. He went from G League to like borderline All-Star play as a 6-man. I'm not discrediting Jordan Poole, but I just don't want people to in the same breath say, "Oh, Ja Morant had no sense in winning that."
But
award.
that's not the argument.
They're saying the award is most improved.
Yes.
It is
so
most improved.
Would you argue that an already NBA borderline star developed into the star he was supposed to be is more deserving of a most improved player award than somebody who in the previous season wasn't even in the NBA, technically? So the thing is, Ja doesn't, Poole does, Poole doesn't, Ja does. It's who deserved it more.
That was my issue with it. Cause
who deserved it more, in your opinion?
Honestly and truly, I could have gone either way. I would if Jordan Poole would have been the one winning it, I would not have been upset.
I can respect that. And then Timo knows how I feel about Jordan Poole. He should have won it. I mean,
nah, hold on. Here's my take. Anthony Simons is better than Jordan Poole.
You talking about a better player or
better
deserving
overall player or deserving of the award? Yeah.
He's better overall player than.
I mean,
Jordan Poole.
Anthony Simons is nice. Anthony Simons.
He's literally looking at it right now. He could have won it, and makes me want to change who I think should have gotten it.
I have no qualms with that. But now, my thing with Anthony Simons, he's been this good. He was just behind C.J. McCollum. Whenever you think about it. Now, granted, that shouldn't take away from the awards scope. But to be a G League player 1 year and then 6th man of the year for possible NBA champion Golden State Warriors.
Let's just be real. They'll be the NBA champions.
I think so. I got Golden State.
I'm the only one that's got Celtics with them.
You have Celtics?
In Celtics in 6.
Celtics in 6?
As much as I want it to be the Celtics.
Oh, yeah. You're on that boat alone, bud.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But my take on most improved. Diddly D.
Oh,
It should have been Miles Bridges.
Miles Bridges did have a
I
very
forgot.
strong case.
Miles Bridges. Let me read you off
we
this.
saw it with our own eyes.
Yeah, we did.
Miles
NPS
Bridges
road
went
Shout
from
out February
12.7 points to 20.2 points a game. He went up from 2.2 assists to 3.8 and went up a whole rebound from 6 to 7. But he was a 20-point per game scorer.
He was
And he
also
wasn't.
Alongside 20-point per game LaMelo.
he was also their primary defender. I don't know
Yeah,
if y'all
that's what I'm
noticed that.
saying. And like Miles Bridges did it on both ends.
I like that. I'm not.
And I think Miles Bridges should have been most. I don't even think he was a candidate.
I don't think he was either. I think it was Anthony Simons, John Morant, and Jordan Poole was the other one. Or you don't know?
Yeah, Jordan Poole was
Okay.
was
So
second.
yeah. I mean, hot take.
I'll stand up and say it should have been Miles Bridges.
Hot take. Miles Bridges should have been a finalist over John Morant.
I'll take Miles
I'm not
Bridges
mad at
just should have won the
What did he
award.
average last season? Like 12?
Who? Miles Bridges?
Yeah, he averaged like
He just
12.
read it out.
I didn't hear it.
He averaged 20 points a game, almost 4 assists, 7 rebounds.
No, I mean last year.
He averaged 12.7,
Yeah, that's what I
2.2,
thought.
6 rebounds a game.
I remember it was like 12 or 13 or
Okay.
something. But yeah.
All right. So the last and final award, we're gonna move on to Coach of the Year, which was Monty Williams, correct?
Monty Williams.
Pretty sure it was Monty Williams,
Yeah.
right? Coach of the Year.
64 win Sun team. I mean, they usually just give it to whatever team is the best record or most surprisingly good record. So,
Yeah, Suns Monty Williams named 2022 NBA Coach of the Year.
You gonna say it was Spo?
Oh, I'm definitely gonna say it was Spo.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was
100%.
Jimmy.
But now this is why we were the 1 seed, dealing with a lot of injuries. 0 All-Stars, 0 All-NBA players. We were 15-10 without Jimmy Butler. We were 17-9 without Bam Adebayo, and we played 22 games without them both. In those 22 games, we were 15-7 and had 10 undrafted players rostered.
In the East.
What do you mean in
That's
the
hold
East?
on. That's a different.
That's an outdated
Okay,
statement.
But anyways, yeah, I mean, I have no problem if they would have given Spo the award. But I want to say, the Ime Udoka, or however he pronounces his name from Boston, Ime, I'll call
Ime
him.
Udoka?
Yeah, Ime Udoka will be like that.
He's nice. He's nice.
He's gonna be like
Now,
that.
granted,
He is like that, right?
he got handed the
Oh, I'm
seed,
not saying he didn't,
the
but
seed to a dynasty.
as a Carolina fan, it reminds me of what Hubert Davis was able to do. He's taken a team that, in his first year of coaching, he's taken them to the finals.
So piggybacking off that, we'll go ahead and we'll do our finals predictions first and then move into our thoughts on the playoffs. So I personally have Warriors in 6. They have the championship pedigree, and they play as a team possibly better than any team we've seen since the Greg Popovich Spurs. They play for each other and they lay it all out, and that's special, and that's hard to come by.
Mm-hmm.
Very few programs achieves that year in and year out like the Warriors. And you know, I have their X factor down here as Draymond Green.
Of course.
He does it all. He does it all. And
Curry gets his first Finals MVP.
oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like even
He's
in
like-
He's like averaging what, 30 points a game right now?
31.6 or something like that.
On Marcus Smart. On Marcus Smart.
On Marcus Smart, 40% from deep.
57 from the field.
Defensive Player of the Year, by the way.
In 2 games.
So, yeah, literally in my notes it says Finals MVP Stephen Curry, finally. So, I think he finally does it. I think he finally gets what he deserves. Finals MVP puts a muzzle on a lot of the Twitter Spartans out there. So, that'll be great. That'll be great. Now, what do y'all feel about the playoffs? I'll go last. No one?
About the playoffs? Like,
Yeah,
what
the
about
playoffs in general. Any takeaways? Any notes?
Personal opinion? It has not been the most entertaining thing to watch overall.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. I had the
Like
choice,
there's only been one sweep this year. There's only one sweep, so it's all been
and it was
teams
the
winning games.
title favorites.
Yeah. Like,
Well, preseason title
No,
favorites. They weren't. Their Vegas odds tanked when they whenever they traded James Harden, and for good reason. For good reason. I was never sold on the Nets. I was never sold on the Lakers. But
no,
then
the
again,
potential for the Nets was there.
then again,
The
I
Nets-
wasn't.
The
I wasn't
potential
sold
for
on the
that was there.
Warriors.
I
mean,
wasn't either.
It was
I thought the West ran through the Suns. I thought Suns were just
Oh,
going
no.
to easily
Not
win
with
it.
no.
not with what follows with Chris Paul.
Yeah,
I mean,
no. I mean, well, granted, he had
Scott Foster.
He had Scott
Scott
Foster.
Foster.
He had Scott Foster referee 4 of his games in the Mavs series. Chris
that
Paul
boy
is
Scott Foster does have it out for him.
Chris
Oh, yeah,
Paul
yeah.
is 0
He's
for
never won a playoff game.
17 against Scott Foster. 0 for 17. And that is over like a 15-year span. 0 for 17.
That's
And
crazy.
4 of those
Scotty
games.
too hotty.
That's bad. He's also was the referee in Game 7. So
No,
Hold on,
that,
hold
that,
on, hold on,
that
hold on.
doesn't.
Before we go
doesn't
anywhere else,
completely explain
Scott Foster umpire. Scott Foster referees your Game 7, or Angel Hernandez is behind the plate
for,
Oh my
for your
God.
Game
season
7 in the
game.
World Series.
oh my God, Scott Foster. In baseball, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do in baseball, and it's a pitch to pitch thing in baseball. And Angel Hernandez just gets
This year,
all
I
of
don't know
them.
if Angel's just been spreading on these boys, but I'm seeing some of the. I don't know if it's just because I look at it more, but some of the worst calls. And we'll
He's
get to
bad.
baseball eventually.
He's-
but
yeah.
Umpires this year overall have been.
We'll move
real
into
bad.
that. We'll move into that.
Yeah.
So
Give me
my,
robo umps.
my thoughts on the
That,
playoffs.
I'm talking about Atlanta. I'm talking about the Atlanta game.
So here's my thought on the playoffs.
God, that had
I
me.
have 2 points. My first one, well, actually, let me add before I get into this. NBA officiating has been some of the worst we've ever seen, and not obviously y'all think I'm talking about Heat Celtics, but it's been everything. It's been everything.
Well,
I mean,
according-
umpires across baseball, referees across football. I mean, it's just bad. It's bad.
Just-
They
yeah,
need
it's worse
they need to be
overall.
held accountable. It's sickening how dirty they're doing some teams. Getting into my points. So point 1, Paul Revere should have slept in. I am not very happy with the city of Boston right now because they're all trolls.
Jeez.
It's bad. It's bad.
Or
And
if
number
you're
two,
so-
I'm pretty sure that Jason Tatum is a part of YSL, and because of that, the Miami Heat should be in the NBA Finals. But I digress. Overall, though, I love the playoffs. I love watching basketball. I would consider myself a quote-unquote enjoyer of basketball. Shout out Kenny. KOT4Q in the building. Sponsor us. Outside of that, though, there are some talking points that I wrote down to bring up.
Hold on, my opinion on these playoffs. I had the chance last night to watch Game 2 or watch regional baseball coverage right now for college baseball. I definitely sat down and watched regional baseball. Baseball's been crazy.
But college sports is insane, no matter what you're
And,
watching.
and we live in North Carolina. Like, this is the premier.
I'm watching
college
regional
sport.
baseball right now.
He's
Oh yeah, live.
got it on mute.
Of course he does. So Quinn Snyder stepped down as the coach of the Utah Jazz. That happened yesterday.
Springfield go gets that job.
I would too.
Well, one thing is that Donovan Mitchell,
What's that? He's gone.
well, no, he's like reported as come out as he's uneasy with the Jazz
See,
after Quinn Snyder's
I think
departure.
My thing
I
with
think
that
it's more
is
than
I think-
uneasy, but
I think Donovan Mitchell was just looking for. I mean, I think it's just him looking for a good reason to leave the Jazz. Like, I think he's fed up, anyways.
Oh yeah,
He's
they,
tired
they
of
do the
Rudy.
same thing every year.
I mean, he averaged like 38 points a game in the bubble in that playoff series against Denver, and it wasn't enough.
and lost
It-
to.
it wasn't enough.
In their defense, Jamal Murray was also going insane at the same time,
That is true.
and Jokic is
Um,
Jokic.
So
Plus that bubble Nuggets team was very.
So
solid.
do we think Donovan Mitchell gets traded?
Got to?
Got to?
Got
Think
to.
he's got to?
He's
Timo?
got to.
I mean, it'll probably depend on who they get as coach and what the offseason. Like, I'm not going to say this guy's getting traded and the finals aren't even over yet. I'm going to see how the offseason starts to play out. I mean, is he definitely a piece that guy, like, this is a weak free agency class. So if a team like Miami says they want to take these young guys they got and trade it for.
But I'm not doing that if I'm Miami. Now, personally, that's just me personally as a Heat fan. Tyler Hero gives you close to the same production. Close enough to where getting rid of potentially multiple first and 2 other depth pieces just doesn't seem worth it to me.
Well,
But that's as a Heat fan. I don't know how NBA franchises would see it, but
like, okay, so the most pursued name this offseason is going to be Bradley Beal, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
probably, yeah.
DeAndre Ayton too.
Well, he's restricted though, right?
He's restricted.
He's restricted, but
They'll bring him back.
I would say Bradley Beal.
everybody.
If they don't bring him back, I need the Mavericks to make a call.
I need
my God.
Charlotte.
Oh my
Charlotte
God.
to make the call.
Oh, that too. But seeing DeAndre Ayton beside Luka Doncic would be insane.
That would hurt my eyes.
It would. It would hurt everybody's
You
eyes.
just saw what they did to a 64-win team, and he has like
Oh yeah,
no,
Debo Doncic.
No offense to Jalen Brunson, but it's Jalen Brunson as a second star.
Yeah, I saw
He's
Jalen
close,
Brunson
though.
in like the top 10 of free agents available, and I'm gonna be real. I mean, he might be
He's
decent.
nice.
I mean, he's all right.
He's an excellent backup point guard. He would be one of the best.
But that's what I'm saying. But he shouldn't be a top 10 free agent available.
He'd probably,
I think it's just the weakness of
he'd
the
probably be a
class.
6 man of the year candidate in the right position, right situation. Who would y'all want to see Donovan Mitchell get traded to?
Want to see?
I mean, the only name that comes to mind is Miami, but that's just because if you look at the assets that they have to give.
At the top of my
That
list.
seems like a move that a team with, like, because if we're being honest, Miami's like window for true finals contention.
Oh, it's next year, and that's
It's
it.
like next year and then maybe the year after.
And,
maybe the year
that
after.
depends on Kyle Lowry's conditioning. It depends on Kyle Lowry's play style, and it depends on Jimmy Butler's ability to keep up this level of play in the postseason.
Because he is wearing himself out every single night.
I know, but I love him
is-
for it. I love Jimmy Butler.
Oh yeah,
I
You
love
can't-
him so
you can't
much,
hate him.
man. He's so good. Another thing is Kenny Atkinson is likely favorite to be hired by the Charlotte Hornets for their
It's
head
him or
coaching
Mike
position.
D'Antoni.
Yeah, so I would much rather see
Kenny.
Kenny Atkinson run a LaMelo offense, or LaMelo run a Kenny Atkinson offense, than LaMelo run a Mike D'Antoni offense.
What's the over and under for Miles Bridges points per game next year?
20, 19 and a half, 20 and a half, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know if it gives you much more than what
Yeah,
he's already.
no.
Like, he ain't going to jump to 25. I mean, 20 is like, if you're getting 20 out of Miles Bridges, I mean.
I'm gonna say
and that's
20. I'm gonna say
beside
23.
LaMelo
I'm
Ball.
gonna say 23, and he finds a bit of more. jump shot.
23. Now,
I mean,
is that still with PJ Washington on the team?
Nah, I think PJ.
PJ, is he a free
I
agent,
think
right?
he's gone.
He's a free agent, right?
Okay. Well, I mean, he might be. I don't know. Who's knows? There's also so apparently Adam Silver has been playing with the.
Hey, shout out Coach Ham before we go anywhere.
Darvin.
Shout out Coach Ham.
Coach Darvin.
Was it Rasheed Wallace?
He brought in Rasheed Wallace.
said,
He just got that dog in him.
He's just trying to find that
Just
dog
got
in
that
him.
dog in him. He said, called Russell Westbrook the best player on the planet.
He's not. Well, he said he's one of the best. And I think that had to do with him seeing Russ standing in the corner of the room. He said he feels like Russ. It sounds like we're committed to Russ. That makes me sad.
Now, to be clear, Timo is a LeBron fan.
I am a LeBron fan.
Not a Laker
Very-
fan.
Not
He's
a Lakers fan. I was not here
Whatever
for Kobe.
LeBron fan you think you are, Timo's more.
Yeah, this man.
So hold on. So
Him
now,
and Cash
so now,
Nasty and duel
so
it
now
out every
I want to
night.
see what side of the narrative you're on. Are you on LeBron fans hate Curry, so we don't want to see Curry win another ring, or are you Laker fan anything but a Celtic ring?
I mean, honestly, it don't bother, like, because people try to push this narrative. Like, I've seen it going around whenever it looked like Curry was in the finals, that people were trying to start to compare him to LeBron and stuff on Twitter. It don't really get to me because I don't think they're anywhere in the same stratosphere still, like, whatsoever. But for as far as Celtics getting another ring, like y'all said, I'm a LeBron fan, so I don't really care if the Celtics were to get their 18th.
I knew it. I was like, he was like, he's not going to care about it. This.
I mean,
going to ring.
I kind of like how the Red Sox are feeding off of it. So, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
go C's. I saw Matt Strom looking like Gordon Hayward. Put that on my Twitter. But,
Oh, by the way, shameless plug. Follow Next Play NPS on Twitter. It's a little. It'll be the same logo as you see on this video or podcast or whatever. Next Play Sports NPS on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Shameless plug. All right.
The numbers.
Or we want to get into it, Adam Silver?
So Adam Silver has been flirting with the idea of shortening the season, and
We just made it longer.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything directly, but apparently the number they were throwing around is 58 games. A 58-game season. They would be cutting 24 games out of the season.
If they did that, Bam could win D-Boy. That's funny.
Shut up.
No, I mean, I think 82 is fine because
I love 82 games. But
there's no, like, why?
They're talking about, I would assume, because I don't know why on God's green earth they want this in-season tournament so bad. But there would be 58 games, including an in-season tournament. So that
I mean, okay? So if I'm a mid-season tournament, what would be like? What am I getting out of playing in this mid-season tournament?
So the one thing I saw is that
the only way to make it worth anything is to be like home court playoff advantage or something like that.
No, but you can't do that.
Not in mid-season.
That's what I'm saying. But it's got to be something like that to make it even remotely worthwhile.
So I saw a few things. One thing would be it would be for like it wouldn't be for the whole league. It'd be for the teams outside of the lottery picture, like in the lottery picture by midseason, roughly the current All-Star break.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be for lottery odds, but wouldn't that defeat the purpose?
What's the teams that are good doing? Sitting at the crib?
I guess. I assume that's their All-Star break, quote unquote. But then again, that's not fair.
Maybe if they do it like
now, Adam, you're the best. You're the best commissioner across professional sports that we cheer for.
Yeah, hands down.
Please don't.
If they do that,
mess with what you've got.
Don't.
If they do that, cut out the play-in. If they do that,
I'm not a fan of the play-in.
Well, I mean, with the play-in, I'm fine with there being a play-in, and I don't think the 7th seed should have to play in it.
No, God.
I mean, you're the 7th seed.
Yeah,
if you want to do the
really
8, 9,
8,
9, 10, 9 and 10 play, winner gets to play 8.
Yeah,
that's
fine.
only. I feel like that it should be like conditional, like how they did it for the bubble was if you were within 4 games of the 8 seed.
Oh yeah, I mean you didn't.
And I'm okay with
that. Works a lot.
I'm okay with that.
But the 11 and the 7,
12 under Pelicans they shouldn't even have been in the position to even think about postseason.
The Pelicans that were one game above the Lakers.
Who them? Yeah, they were. They were actually I think it was a half game above the Lakers.
Half game above the Lakers. They're like, you know what? We can have a chance to be a 7 seed.
Exactly. But that's all I've got on NBA.
I have some notes here.
What you got?
Hot take that the Hornets are if they get any kind of legitimate starting center, they're a playoff team.
Oh, duh.
We've been riding this if the Hornets do this for so long. First of all, they got to get. I don't remember the last time the coach stayed around for more than the season.
Talking about Borrego? Borrego's been there.
I mean,
Borrego just got canned, but Borrego
wasn't.
Borrego was never a good coach.
That's what I'm saying. Like they got to get.
You got Kenny Atkinson coming in. Go out.
But do we even know Kenny Atkinson?
I don't care.
All we know about Kenny Atkinson is he played under Steve. Like he coached under Steve Kerr.
Look, I love
Kenny Atkinson.
Yeah.
He was the coach in Brooklyn.
Oh yeah.
Before KD and
now
Kyrie.
it's done.
Yeah, whenever they had like D'Lo and they were,
that's right.
They were getting sturdy.
Right. I missed that team.
Jared Dudley was getting sturdy on the sideline.
With Ben Simmons, was that Ben Simmons versus? Was that Ben Simmons versus Jared Dudley?
That was the Kenny Atkinson Brooklyn Nets.
Okay. I apologize.
I missed that team. That team was.
I do too. Fun. It was fun. Maybe.
And then D'Lo beat the Lakers.
Maybe we get that in Charlotte. That would be so sick.
With the hum diddly dee.
Hum diddly dee. I love that, dude.
That guy, if Mike Breen can't do these finals, if he's sick again,
oh yeah,
get that man in there for the play-by-play.
I don't even remember his name. Doesn't matter. We know him as Hum diddly dee.
Like what level of center does Charlotte have to get to be a playoff?
Tier 3.
So like Mitchell
Tier 3? Like, how many tiers are you breaking it down into?
So I would consider like Clint Capella-esque Tier 3. Like a Clint Capella type center.
Clint would be beautiful beside LaMelo in a pick and roll.
That's what I'm saying. Like That
oh my God,
that level of center.
I don't know if they're gonna let him walk out of Atlanta though.
No. Of course
He works
not.
too well with Trae Young. He works way too well.
Way too well. I mean, they're watching
He's the
watching
perfect
them
center
against
for
the
him.
Heat.
I think that Clint Capella had more, or no, it might have been John Collins had more alley-oop assists from Trae Young than Donovan Mitchell had passes to Rudy.
It was
Gobert.
okay. So me and Nolan were
We
talking
were talking
about
about it earlier today.
Trae Young had 151 assists up to a certain point in the season. I can't remember when, to Clint Capella, and that was with before Clint Capella went down and missed some games. Donovan Mitchell only passed the ball to Rudy Gobert 151 times all season, and I don't think either of them missed extended time.
Yeah.
That's what that was about.
Well, I mean, Rudy missed what, 16?
Huh? I don't know. Rudy missed 16.
So basically my question is if the Hornets go out and get Mitchell Robinson, playoff team.
It depends because Mitchell Robinson.
And Mitchell can stay healthy.
Yeah, his growth kind of got stunted by his health.
They would also probably have to keep PJ Washington.
You got to get some more shooters. When we went to that Miami game,
they need depth.
They
don't have no depth.
I mean, I like what Book Knight can be for them.
Yeah, but he's not.
They need more.
They need
shooters.
More. They need more because when Miles Bridges tweaked his knee and went down, and then Kelly Oubre tweaked his knee and went down in that game before they came back in the fourth. By that time, the game was over. But I mean,
we sound like Hornets fans.
I mean, we are Hornets fans. But yeah, they just couldn't keep up. They just don't have the depth to be dangerous. But is that it for NBA?
Yeah.
All right. So next thing at least on the list would be talk about hockey. Now I know the three of us, we are very new hockey fans.
Green
We're new.
Side.
I can tell you from watching hockey.
We're wet behind the ears.
Exactly. I can tell you
All I
from
know is that Igor is the greatest
Igor
goalie I've
Shesterkin.
ever
Yeah,
seen in
Igor's
my
like
life.
that. Igor's like that.
Gandalf, you shall not pass. He's ridiculous. He's really ridiculous. I saw something on Twitter today where it was like these two guys talking about the Lightning and the Lightning goalie. Apparently, he's really good.
They look like
The Lightning goalie and Igor Shesterkin.
The internet.
About these are the two best goalies in National Hockey League, and they look like they sell cats for a living.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, that was so funny. But
we know personally how good Igor is because he literally blocked every single.
Oh my goodness!
Every single shot.
He had identical stats in games. What was it? 3 and 4. He had games 6 and 7.
6, 7.
Identical
game 1 of the
stats.
series.
He had 37 saves in 2 games. And
on 37
per
chances.
game in game 6 and 7. He had 74 saves in 2 games. It's pretty ridiculous.
I think the Rangers are going to win it all.
Think the Rangers? I've got them making it. I've got the Avalanche coming out of the West. The Avalanche are actually playing right. They're playing right now.
What's that looking like?
I'm looking it up now. I know they're
What are they
up 3-0.
2-1?
So
They're up 3-0.
they're up 3-0. Yeah. So if they win
3-0.
tonight, they're going to the Stanley Cup. They're up 1-0 at the end of the first period. So, but they are my Stanley Cup prediction. I got Avalanche versus Rangers with the Avalanche winning, and the Conn Smythe Trophy winner, which is Stanley Cup Playoffs MVP, I've got going to Mikko Rantanen. Rantanen has been insane in the league in these last 2 rounds. Absolutely insane. If it's not him, it's going to be Nathan McKinnon. I know I'm the only Avs fan here. I'm a sub Canes fan, but I got to ride with the Avalanche, man. They're great.
Ole Miss is up on Arizona in college baseball right now, 22-6. In the bottom of the ninth.
Sweet. 22-6. I just missed that. It flew right over my head.
I said 2-6.
Shout out ECU, baby. We're going on.
Well, I got
Vegas.
that. Just keep going. I'll give you that.
All right. I mean, that's all I have for hockey. I mean, the sport is electric. It's very skilled.
For green beans like us.
Yeah, exactly.
That's about all we can
for the little bit I did watch, and I have looked up, the sport is filled with young talent. Like so many forwards and centers and defenders.
And they play like 20 plus years, don't they? They last a
so
while.
Lemo, whoever it was.
The guy from Boston just played for a while, right? Because his big thing is he gonna retire or go to free agency or something.
Oh, I don't know. I know Lemo, who was like kind of like he was always going head to head with Gretzky, like back when they were like really really good. He played in Pittsburgh. He played 15 full seasons, and had a really big injury problem, from what I understand. But I'm not too researched into it. Something I got to look into. But one of my buddies at work was talking about it. But
that's about all we got to say about
that's
that.
that's about it for hockey.
Football?
No, it's MLB, baby.
We're doing MLB?
Baseball. So we're gonna talk about our so far awards that we posted on Twitter the other day.
Makes me so mad.
What does?
I got 3 Yankees.
3 Yankees?
Oh, you're 3 Yankees winning the awards as
who's your 3 Yankees? Obviously Judge and Cortez.
George Cortez.
Oh, and
Clay
Holmes. Yeah,
Clay Holmes.
What
Clay
was it,
Holmes is
reliever?
disgusting.
Yeah, reliever of the year.
I also I didn't realize that Josh Hader has not given up a run
In like
or
40
earned
innings.
run this season.
Yeah,
And
I told you
almost
that.
30 innings.
I told you that.
I thought he was pushing 40 innings without giving up a run.
No, it's like 25 to 30.
Reliever of the year is like locked up. It's
Well,
Clay
no.
Holmes.
Well, no.
What's his
there's
name? Rogers.
We
for
are
the
only
closer
one
for the
third of the way
Padres.
season.
Taylor Rogers.
Taylor
Uh-huh.
Rogers. It also has the same amount of saves in more. I think it's more innings, less innings, something like that.
But he's giving up runs.
If you have
I'm just
so
saying, like
what award do we want to start with? You start with MVP.
MVP.
I mean, MVPs.
AL,
Yeah, AL MVP. I mean, it's hands
Like-
down.
like
It's hands
MVP
down.
Oh, it's Aaron Judge.
Oh, it's Aaron.
And I think Aaron Judge is gonna keep if I had to put a do I think that he's gonna continue to do this and win the
Like
award?
sustainability.
I would think that Aaron Judge can, because Aaron Judge is ridiculous, and that
I mean,
contract
we're-
that he's gonna get after this season,
Yeah.
I don't know where it's coming from. I honestly don't think it's coming from New York. No,
I'm
is that part of me
hearing,
being
I'm hearing a
Red Sox
lot
fan?
of San Fran. I'm hearing a lot of San Fran.
No, he ain't going to the Bay. The Bay never lands anybody.
They never land.
They don't land anybody.
I think
I think he
They did
stays
Kevin
in
Gausman.
New York.
No, I think he would.
You think
be,
going to the Mets?
I think Steve Cohen.
Oh.
I think if he played in the Bay at Oracle, it is still Oracle, right?
Yeah.
I think if he played at Oracle, he would be the first righty to go into the Bay.
Is it still no
As long
righties?
as he
No
Okay.
righties have went into the Bay.
I thought somebody wrote that.
Nope.
Oh wow.
Nope. I thought somebody did, but they were a lefty, not a righty.
If anybody, Franchi Cordero,
Chill, he's left.
Who was our NL MVP?
Goldie.
Yeah, Goldie.
It
But
was
if I
Goldie.
had to put a bet on who I think,
Oh, who's gonna win it at the end of the year?
who do you think can sustain what they're doing or make a bigger push? It don't even have to be a guy that's like on
Bryce
the radar
Harper.
right now.
Bryce Harper.
I don't think he does it with being a DH all year.
No, probably not.
I have
I
Goldie.
mean, is Bryce Harper electric? Yes.
Yeah.
I love Bryce.
And
Harper.
I think he's not making those who believe in him.
as good as he's been,
Let's be real. The gap that people thinks between him and Mike Trout isn't as ridiculous.
No, and
as
it's
it
never
used to be.
been. It's never been.
Like Harper, especially because Harper tore his UCL and has been better without it, and he's still giving us.
Yeah, exactly. You don't need your
And here's the
UCL
thing,
to
here's the
swing.
thing.
Apparently.
If Bryce Harper's going to go back to the field eventually.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I don't
But-
know. He's finding that deal. Well, I imagine they want to get Schwarber out of the outfield.
Yeah.
Well, since DH is in both leagues now.
The North Carolina Tar Heels
All right, we didn't need to.
have advanced to the Super Regionals. And
Facts.
shout out to my ECU Pirates. Roll
Who
Pirates, baby. We're there
Who
too.
we playing?
Who was it that robbed that home run?
Oh, Vance Honeycutt?
Yeah, Vance.
True
Honeycutt.
freshman.
He's
He
got
is
a
like
s-
that.
True
He's got a
freshman.
sick name. He's got a sick.
Yeah, Vance Honeycutt.
Man, honey.
Um,
It's gonna be nice seeing him.
And
in
then-
nice red and
man,
white.
I don't even want to
Right
get into the American League Cy Young conversation. I mean, you got Martin Perez, you
here.
got
Nestor
Alex Manoah, Nestor Cortez,
as the
Shane
announcers.
McClanahan, Justin Verlander. I mean,
Pitching's been disgusting.
it's rough. It's bad. It's really bad.
And
Rookie
half
of
of
the year,
those, more than like 4/5 of those names. you just
Rookie of the
named,
year
we
is-
played in the
Like,
league.
who was Nestor Cortez before April?
He was
who
a
was-
reliever last year for them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now he's
And then Rookie of the Year, I feel like
the
is
Cy Young at the moment.
Rookie of the Year is Jeremy Pena. He's running
Jeremy
away with
Pena.
it in the AL.
He's also has a great glove.
Does he?
He has a.
If I had to
great
see
glove.
anybody, if
He's-
it's like Pena was to fall off,
Pena's like top
Julio
10.
Rodriguez. He like leads.
well, J Rod or if it goes to a pitcher, Joe Ryan for the Twins if they keep doing what they're doing and he's their one right now.
I didn't know Joe Ryan was a rookie.
Yeah.
I know he was disgusting, but I didn't know he was a rookie.
Yeah, Joe Ryan's with the Twins. He's their ace and he's a rookie.
Okay.
The Twins have sneaky good.
J
pitching.
Rod would probably win it. If Jeremy Pena doesn't, because he's like leading the AL in stolen bases right now.
Yeah, Jeremy Pena's like top 10 in outs above average for the whole league.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
That's really sick.
You know.
And then NL Rookie of the Year is our boy Mackenzie Gore,
Mackenzie Gore.
NC kid.
Yes, sir.
Product.
And North Carolina is the sports capital of the world. You can't tell me no different. You can't tell me no different.
If you disagree,
Yeah, Mackenzie
exactly.
Gore does have like really like a sub
you need to rethink.
He just went out and had 10 Ks the other day.
Yeah, no. And like
Texas?
6, not even 7 innings.
And the only thing is he has a few too many walks. Like he has a few too many walks, but he's a rookie.
If the walks was
He's
Or
also
a
also
sub 2.
And he's walking, but he's not giving up runs.
Yeah.
That's the important part.
And where would the Padres be if he weren't what he is for them?
Exactly.
Because they always get clipped. I don't know what it is with San Diego.
He's like 3-0 or something, right?
I don't know his record. I don't care about wins and losses.
The 10K, yeah, 10.
What I'm saying
wins
is
and
that
losses
they haven't lost with him on the mound. Is what the point.
Oh yeah, I mean it's hard. It's
Because
not
he's
hard to go out and score over 2 runs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
NL MVP.
I mean, there's.
Oh, we talked about
we
it.
talked about that.
Well,
yeah.
did we say who
didn't
you think's
say
going to
that.
sustain it though?
Man, I mean.
And you touched on AL Cy Young, but we never.
History says it's going to be Mookie Betts.
I think Mookie Betts.
Mookie.
I think Mookie.
Because it's not like Goldie, where Goldie's just in a different stratosphere right now.
Goldie's hitting.
Goldie's gonna come down.
Mookie's done this.
Mookie
Exactly. Now maybe
and he should have been 2016 MVP. I will not take anything else.
I miss you, Mookie. I mean, maybe
I miss the professional bowler.
Yeah, right.
Who can dunk?
2-sport athlete. Now, I mean,
He's also really good at golf.
is it
Okay.
really?
Yeah, I mean
He's just a natural.
Oh,
does
so
everything
I
good.
was listening to Tracy McGrady on the podcast the other day. Apparently, he hadn't played baseball since his freshman year of high school. Got invited to a minor league game and was topping out at 87 after not throwing a ball for 15 years. He could also it's also ridiculous at basketball. Don't know how true it is, but Tracy McGrady apparently is ridiculous. Just thought that'd be fun to throw out there.
And I think for
6'8".
6'7".
going back to our conversation, just because I don't want us to bring it up and not address it. I think the AL Cy Young, it's hard to not see.
What's everybody's picks?
I
before we go
personally
further?
would go with McClanahan because of the sheer separation in strikeouts he has. If we're talking about ERA, it's Martin Perez or Nestor Cortez. It just depends on what you value more. Me personally, Shane McClanahan is third in the AL and ERA, and he's leading by 11 strikeouts, and he hasn't pitched since Nestor Cortez and everybody else has. So they're already a start ahead of Shane McClanahan, and he's still leading by 10 plus strikeouts. That might just be my take on things, though. But I wouldn't be mad if him, Alex Manoah, Nestor Cortez, Martin Perez. I wouldn't be mad if any of those guys won it. But
See, I think Alec Manoah, man, he's just
I think Alex Manoah will win it. I think he's going to sustain
He's
it.
a bully. I remember when he was a rookie last year, and was just he's huge. He's a big dude on the mound. He looks like a freaking
He's tough.
tight end.
He's huge.
He's 24.
No,
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, he's no Jack Leiter, but
No. Let me tell you about a
Jack Leiter,
sweet little boy
2025
named
MVP.
Brian Bayo. Let me tell you.
Shut up, Jack Leiter, 2025 MVP.
Brian Bayo is going to be on the Red Sox next season.
Cy Young.
It's Corbin Burns.
It's Corbin Burns.
Corbin Burns.
It's hands down. This is not even.
He
It's not
leads
even close.
everything.
It's
So
not
do
even
not
close.
sleep on Sandy Alcantara. Do not sleep.
Oh,
on
of course not. He had 14 Ks 2 weeks ago. Tied his career high.
He has a. Hold on, I got this part. I got this one. He's got a 181, right? Sub 2. 74 innings, leads all of baseball in innings pitched, 71 Ks. He's fourth in hits per nine, third in Ks, fourth in adjusted ERA plus, and first in adjusted pitching wins.
But what's his FIP?
And see, a point of that, what I want to make about my Shane McClanahan thing. You said Alcantara leads the MLB.
In innings pitched. It's 74.
Has 18. That's potentially 3 starts less strikeouts than Shane McClanahan.
What?
I don't know how many innings Shane McClanahan has pitched, but that's my reasoning why I would pick McClanahan.
My thing about strikeouts is it's like if you get a lot of strikeouts, cool. But are you keeping them off the scoreboard? That's what's more important.
But that also kind of relies on your defense whenever you think about it. Like if you have
the average MLB defense, you hit a ball to them, they get the out.
But that's average.
Well,
I don't know.
I'm just saying, like, if you have 50 strikeouts and 70 innings, but you have a sub-2 ERA, like you're giving up less than 2 runs, even with as much contact as you have being put on you. I mean, you're just as good as a guy who's going out there getting 11 Ks but giving up 2 runs.
I mean, that's a good point. It might just be the fact that I value strikeouts highly, because I feel like it's harder to do. Like the pitcher is doing, it shows the pitcher has more skill. The pitcher is doing it himself.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. But anything else we want to add about baseball?
Go Sox.
Shut up. Yankees number 28 this year. What do y'all think?
The Yankees are going to Yankee.
I mean, do they still have the best record in baseball?
Yes.
They do? Okay.
I think the Mets are like right behind them.
Number 28, baby. God, imagine a Subway Series World Series.
That'd be fun.
You'll see Yankees Dodgers for you see Yankees.
Everybody goes home at night, rest up, properly, not on a plane or in a hotel room or something. Every night.
Yeah, I don't know.
I want to say this now for any Yankees fans who want to tune in. Hold on,
Yankees.
Listen, I'm hearing a whole lot of chirping because the Red Sox they just got the 3rd wild card spot, and they're clowning us because we've gotten the 3rd wild card spot. Nolan, out of the last 7 years, tell me how division titles the Yankees have.
0.
Tell me how many wild card games they've played in.
5.
That's true. And they're looking down and clowning on us.
Looking at clowning on a team.
Last year we played in our first ever wild card game. First ever since it's been around. I think we won.
I think we came back from 3-0. Remember that?
Anyways,
that series was 3-0.
Regardless, just know
Shout out Dave
that
Roberts.
we've just completed our first 3rd of the season in the MLB. It's all high and mighty now, but stay humble. Don't say it.
Oh my God, man.
June 28th.
God, I hate Red Sox fans. I hate Boston.
We have 22 days.
I hate you all. Not the people from Boston.
I'm taking a nice.
I don't hate the people.
Sid watched Winning Time, so he's got a particular hate for Boston.
Well, I'm also a Pat Riley, Dolphins, Heat fan. We all hate Boston.
This man did say Paul Revere should.
Yeah, Paul Revere should have slept in. Celtics would be a thing.
All right. Anyways, let's get back on.
So,
talk about the Angels.
Angels. They dropped 11 straight. What is there to talk about?
Harper's like over his last, what, 30?
You said what?
Or Trout's over his last 30?
Oh, I don't know. Is it something like that? Oh,
yeah.
Man.
First time ever. Yeah, I think it was like he went 0 of 19, and that's when everybody started noticing how slumping he was. Because he's never gone 0 for 19.
You ever die a legend?
You live long enough.
Or no, you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become Chris Davis.
I don't think anybody's going down like Chris Davis.
Yeah. Shout out Chris Davis.
Chris Davis went from an MVP.
We're sorry.
Deserving candidate to the worst hitter I've seen with my 2 eyes.
So how do we feel about football coming up?
What about? I mean, I'm excited, and I'm a Panthers fan who's never had anything to be excited
You want to know why I'm excited?
Why are you excited?
Because I'm a Chargers fan. And
Oh,
we added
God.
everything
Yeah.
Except for a right tackle in the offseason.
Y'all blow week 18s to the inferior Raiders.
Listen.
It must feel nice to look forward to your NFL season.
I'm sorry.
I look forward to potentially going 500.
Can't.
Panthers.
You're 72 overall team.
Panthers are a bad look right now.
Listen.
And Madden hates Carolina.
It's the the Sunday that Panthers win their 6th game, which is gonna happen, by the way. Yeah, they're gonna win it. They're gonna win 6 games.
You're guaranteeing
they win 6 games.
wins from the Carolina Panthers.
Based on their schedule. Yes, 6 wins.
Okay. What happens when they win their 6th game, Nolan?
I'm gonna tweet out, and just it's just gonna be a screenshot of the Madden overalls. That's all it's gonna be. And then
the Madden. I don't know what I don't know what Madden was kicked.
I guess Sam Darnold just brings it down so much.
Yeah.
By himself.
Oh, he's the lowest rated out of the 32 quarterbacks that they're gonna have.
I wonder why.
He's a 70 overall.
And Tua Tagovailoa is a 73, compared to Sam Darnold 72.
I think Sam's a 70.
Is Sam Darnold a 70? Wow.
Anyways, here's what I want. If we're getting into the NFL and just giving a brief overview, Panthers fans,
assemble.
If you're on the side of the fence that you're like, okay, like every year you're like, this is our year. This is indeed not our year, my friend. But listen. There is bright spots. There's bright spots to look forward to. Like the Carolina Panthers don't have to have a winning record for me to say, okay, like that was fun. Just don't be getting blown out day in and day out. And like this defense, they're young.
Also, don't tease by going 3-0 to start the year.
I mean, we do that, and then I'm gonna be on a high horse, and then I'm gonna be sad.
Sam Darnold's gonna look like
he's gonna get humbled again.
Christian McCaffrey, please, whatever you're doing right now, just find yourself a security guard to follow you at all times. I need you wrapped in bubble wrap. I need you having assisted showers.
On everything that's not Sunday.
Like,
dude, he says assisted showers because he was up all night looking for the job application to be Christian McCaffrey's assistant in the shower.
Yeah, but anyways. It's really Carolina Panthers. If you were to break down the roster, the 2 biggest holes you have is at quarterback and head coach. The Panthers could fire Matt Rule right now and make Steve Wilkes the head coach, and I don't think anybody in Carolina would complain. Steve Wilkes, when you listen to him talk compared to when you hear Matt Rule talk, I heard better speeches in middle school at football practice than what Matt Rule gave for his overview of like the season and everything.
It was so bad.
It's bad, man.
It was so bad.
He's not a leader. Like, I don't understand how he was good in college either, but he's not a leader of men. I think that there's enough NFL knowledge around it. I mean, he did a good job going out and finding assistants. I'll give him that much. He did go out and get decent assistants this year compared to your buddies from college that you brought with you.
So hold on, right now, Matt Rule or Urban Meyer?
Urban.
Urban? He was kicking his kicker for missing PATs.
Listen.
Physically kicking other men, grown men. He's a leader of men?
Listen. I'm not saying Urban's good either.
Lesser,
but he would get himself fired. Whereas apparently, here's what I think. David Tepper, terrible owner. I mean, the man knows how to make money. But as far as being an owner and caring about his team, I think that he's so committed to not wanting to have admitted that he messed up. It's the same thing they're doing with Sam Darnold. They want it to be Sam Darnold so they don't look stupid like they already do. Because they committed to Sam Darnold.
They're probably the ones telling Sam Darnold that he can be a great quarterback in this
league. Yeah, no,
he's
the most baby quarterback. He can go out and he can mess up. He can throw interceptions to the Patriots. And hey, whatever. You're like Russell Westbrook. You're allowed to turn that ball over, baby.
At this caliber of player, you know.
Yeah. But anyways, I want Matt Corral. He don't even have to, he don't got to go out and light it up and win Offensive Rookie of the Year. I don't need that. I need Matt Corral to come out and give me anything to believe in. Give me anything. If Matt Corral can go in the preseason and training camp, like I'm on the, right now, if I was to start a game today, Sam would be our quarterback. And that's the Panthers have said that. But if we get to training camp and Matt Corral is beating
Dot.
Sam Darnold.
Just dotting up everything.
In preseason, in the games, he's beating Sam Darnold. Roll him out.
Roll him out.
You have no...
What's there to lose?
Like,
What's there to lose? You have another 5-loss season?
Okay, and if he does do that, somebody in the front office has to get fired. And it's not Scotty Tuati. It's not Fritterer. But somebody who had a say-so in Sam Darnold being QB1 and costing us a second-round pick, somebody has to pay.
Somebody has to pay.
And I'm not so sure, Panthers fans, that Baker Mayfield won't be your Week 1 starter.
I think that would be the best option for both teams.
Yeah,
honestly.
I mean they're both making basically the same money. Baker doesn't want to be in Cleveland. I know Carolina fans don't want Sam in Carolina. I'm not the biggest Baker guy in the world. I really see that where I see Baker. I see Baker as where Matt Corral's floor would be.
Okay.
Not electric, make the playoffs Baker, but like the Baker you got last year.
Well, Baker was also.
I know he was hurt.
Very injured.
But that's where I see Matt Corral. Like I see a lot of. The thing I like about Matt Corral is he's got that dog in him.
Got that dog in him.
Oh God.
See, you hear that?
I hear him.
He has an electric arm
Got
too,
that dog in him.
I haven't seen.
and he can run.
Yeah,
It ain't like he's big in.
I'm waiting.
Now,
I'm waiting to talk
if you
about
had told
my
me
rookie.
prior to this past college season, that Matt Corral would have been like, what we're saying, I would have believed you. But watching him play, I don't know. And he may prove me wrong, but I heard him be called a future franchise guy, and I feel like that's
You
just
leave Kate alone.
a little.
You leave Kate alone.
That's a little bit of overreaction. We love you, Kate.
We do love Kate. Kate's the most
So,
sensible sports
who
mind
is
I've ever
y'all's
seen in my life.
preseason? Like, this is preseason, right here, basically. Who's y'all's award predictions?
Start with MVP.
Yeah.
I picked him last year. I'm going to pick him again. Joshua Allen.
Joshua Allen.
Okay, Nolan.
Justin Herbert.
Oh God. All right. Well, I got.
You act like it's not a legitimate.
It's a possibility.
It's a possibility. It's very much a possibility.
I've got
Patrick Mahomes.
Kermit Mahomes.
That's a safe pick, though.
Well,
Where's Taylor?
I'll get to that later. Okay, who do y'all got for offensive player of the year?
Offensive player of the year? Nick Chubb.
Who? Nick Chubb?
Nick Chubb.
Timo?
I feel like Nick Chubb is about to just go bazonkers.
Jonathan Taylor.
Okay. Y'all went running back. I went wide receiver. I'm gonna go. I've got two people here. I'm thinking it's either gonna be Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase. Either teams are gonna they're gonna shade a safety on Jamar Chase's side the entire season, kind of like how they used to do.
But why would they not do that for Justin Jefferson?
Because
Justin Jefferson needs it more than Jamar Chase does.
The Vikings also have Adam Thielen, and he's just as dangerous.
He's kind of just become more of a red zone threat, though.
He has, but
Yeah,
he still needs.
You act like the Bengals run out T. Higgins. T. Higgins is a monster.
That is true, but Jamar Chase just had 1,700 yards as a rookie.
And didn't they bring
And
in
then
a
you
tight
got
end?
Joe Mixon, the top 5 running back coming out of the backfield.
That is true. Their offense is dynamic. They're scary.
Yeah.
Just see if their defense can keep up. Depoy?
Depoy?
Me personally, I got Myles Garrett. Yeah, Myles Garrett. I think he might. I mean, he's going to have so many sacks.
I'm going to go with Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons? That's a good pick. I like that pick. Micah Parsons is disgusting.
I'm going to go
He's insane.
Pocket change Donald.
He's a big football guy. Pocket change Donald. Okay, what about offensive? Well, we'll start with defensive rookie of the year. I know Nolan's got a piece on offense. So defensive rookie of the year.
Yeah. Oh, did I tell you about it?
You told me what you didn't tell me what it says.
Defensive
I got a
rookie.
whole.
Defensive rookie of the year.
Yeah.
We gotta do that for both leagues, right?
Huh?
Don't you gotta do defensive rookie for both leagues?
No, this is not.
We just overall. Okay.
Yeah, that's Madden, Nolan.
I thought it's not separate.
No, it's one. It's
I was
one.
lied too.
Okay, defensive rookie, I would. Aiden Hutchinson?
You think you're going
Let's
to put
go.
Aiden
I mean-
Hutchinson? I've got 2 names wrote down for this one too.
I mean, it may be Kayvon Thibodeau, but
Thibodeau.
There's a
it's one of the. It's either him or.
there's a lot. I'm gonna go with. I haven't thought about this.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Rookie
This is all new to me.
Sauce Gardner.
Sauce Gardner. Yeah, those are the 2 names I had.
I don't know if a
Hutchinson
corner. No, I don't know if a corner.
You don't think so?
You don't
I
think?
got. I mean, he's. And you saw who he gets to face it. He's got to face Stephon Diggs twice. He's got to face Hill and Waddle twice. He's got to face Cortland Sutton, a few other guys. Man, he's got a rough welcome to the NFL first season.
If he can get past that, it's very much deserved.
That's what I'm saying. But I think it's a 2 or 3 man race. Personally, I just don't see anybody else other than Aiden or Ahmad Gardner. I can't. Kayvon Thibodeau. I mean, he's gonna be good, but I mean, I just don't see him getting as much. I don't know. I don't think he's gonna get as much production as Aiden Hutchinson.
All right.
All right. So offensive rookie of the year, Nolan.
Oh,
We will let
buddy,
you
I've
start.
been waiting on this one.
We'll let you start your piece on this.
Why is it Akeem Aquan?
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
Just kidding. Go ahead, Nolan.
It is definitely gonna be Christian Watson of the Green Bay Football Packers.
Green Bay football.
Guaranteed. He is a 6'4", 210 wide receiver. He's as fast as any other wide receiver you can find. Well, not any, but he's elite after
Now
the catch.
I will say.
Crazy explosiveness.
I will say-
Let me finish.
Okay.
But
go ahead.
here's the real kicker, is that he is going to get plenty of opportunities having Aaron Rodgers throw to him and only having Alan Lazard in front of him and Robert
Oh, yeah.
Tonyan. I mean, in terms of, but
I mean, yeah, that's solid. I mean, first one that came to my mind is, I think Garrett Wilson's gross.
Mhm.
I think
Garrett
Garrett Wilson,
Wilson
if the
is
Jets are going to do anything, he's going to be a big part of it. I mean, because who's the outside threat right now in New York?
Probably
Didn't they
Corey
sign
Davis,
somebody?
Corey Davis.
Braxton Berrios.
No,
No,
Braxton Berrios
he's a
is a
slot
slot.
guy.
He's nice.
I
But-
mean, it's Jamison Crowder when healthy, but they also have Corey Davis. But I
And
think Garrett Wilson slides in as wide receiver 1 as a rookie.
Yeah, I mean, I like Garrett Wilson's game a lot. He was my wide receiver 1 coming out the draft.
for sure, definitely.
But I also do not see a world in where Zach Wilson is able to put Garrett Wilson in that position.
Well, I mean, their other line's going to be healthy this year.
That is true. I don't know. I'm just not a Zach Wilson believer. I didn't like him in BAU.
That's
Didn't
true.
like it when he got drafted 2nd overall. I just don't think he's got it.
And you got that
Oh, they got Elijah Moore.
Elijah Moore was going crazy.
Elijah Moore is nasty. I totally forgot about him. In my opinion, he should be wide receiver 1.
He probably will be.
I hope he is. He's good.
I mean, like Corey Davis, yeah.
Corey Davis will get hurt.
He's got that veteran.
Yeah,
To him,
that
but-
presence. So my offensive rookie of the year is also Christian Watson.
Really?
Yeah. So
Did we just become best friends?
So obviously the size, obviously the speed. I mean, he's an anomaly. But
I don't want to hear that.
The-
We played at San Diego State.
the-
Not San Diego State.
North Dakota
No,
State.
North Dakota State. That's what I said. My bad.
But he's got Aaron Rodgers throwing him the football now. And now, me personally,
With-
Devontae Adams does not have best wide receiver in the NFL skill set. I think he's going to show his true colors in Oakland. I think he's going to fall way off.
Oakland.
Aaron Rodgers made
Oakland.
Las Vegas. I'm sorry. Aaron Rodgers made Devontae Adams. Personally, that's what I
Whoa.
think.
Whoa.
Now he's the best route runner in the
That's a
NFL. That's
spicy
hands
one.
down. But that's a certain skill. In terms of overall wide receiver, Aaron Rodgers elevates everybody. I mean, he made Robert Tonyan look like a top 10 tight end. I mean,
Well,
I feel like in that position, Christian Watson can easily work his way up with his size and speed. He's going to be a deep ball guy at 6'4". He's going to do everything.
If I had to go back and change my offensive rookie, I think I would. I mean, I'm not the biggest on the guy, but just how easy it is for a quarterback to win, I think Kenny Pickett if the Steelers are successful,
Yeah.
he's able to manage the game.
but they're
George
also-
Pickens could.
But
George
they're also going
Pickens
to be really
could.
run heavy.
George Pickens is
Yeah, he could become wide receiver 1 in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. NBA Pickens.
You want to talk about somebody who got that dog in him?
He got a dog. In him.
He's
NFL.
got all the dog in him.
He got
NFL,
that pit in him.
NFL young boy.
Yeah,
George
NFL.
Pickens. Yeah.
Here's the thing: they also are going to live through Najee Harris like they did last year because it worked.
Well, I mean, they also don't have to.
They don't have to, but
Yeah, they went on.
we saw what Najee Harris did.
Yeah. I mean,
Najee
he's
Harris is
he's,
an
he's
absolute
ridiculous.
monster.
But also, if they keep putting that workload on him, he's going to turn into
Oh, no, he's
every other
gonna-
back.
Gonna
Every other
die.
back with a heavy workload, man, his body's going to give out on him.
That's
I
probably
don't
why,
want to see
that's why
that
Derrick
happen.
Henry got 9-11 to him last year.
Well, 6'4", 250 on human bone and flesh.
Shouldn't have moved like that.
It should. It should.
All right,
But then,
so
but then
next
you
one.
hand him the ball
So
50
what?
times a game.
Is there another award?
Yeah, comeback. There's 2, comeback and coach. So I feel like a unanimous comeback player of the year is going to be J.K. Dobbins, and I feel like it's not even going to be close.
I do.
Yeah.
Who you got? Oh God. Oh God.
Oh, I should have known.
Say it.
Listen.
Say it.
listen,
Say his
listen,
name.
listen, listen.
Say the white man's name.
Say my name. Say my name. Christian McCaffrey.
Oh God.
If you can stay healthy for me, baby.
I'll snake him, baby.
If you can give me 15 games, I'll give you 2 to pull your hamstring.
Oh God.
I want you to tell me what Christian McCaffrey can do that Austin Eckler can't do. Honestly.
Grow hair.
Just because he needs Bosley does not mean
He needs
the most touchdowns in the NFL last year.
Oh God.
And he's only up from here. And now we've got Zion Johnson and Matt Filer to block for him.
Matt Filer.
Matt Filer is a great run blocker.
Matt Filer's season, baby.
I'm telling you, Matt Filer. I hate you.
Where were you when Cam Irving was at left tackle?
Oh God. I don't want to hear nothing about all.
Hey, listen. Panthers fans, as we get closer to the season, I will make sure that we have weekly therapy sessions in here.
It's a safe space.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Christian McCaffrey,
Moment
you
of
are
silence,
my comeback
moment of
player of the
silence.
year.
All right. So who y'all got for coach of the year?
Coaching.
Yep, coach of the year.
Coach of the year. Coach of the year.
Yep.
Anybody but Matt Rule.
Facts.
31 guys who.
No, seriously. Who y'all
I
got?
mean, yeah, I'm trying to think.
I mean, I got a few guys. Andy Reid is one of them.
Andy Reid's always a safe pick.
Yeah, but and him and the Patrick Mahomes pick, it's all going to tie in here in a minute. And I'll
Oh,
explain.
got you.
So, Robert Saleh,
I might change my
or Salah, however
Robert
you say it,
Saleh.
from New York Jets
Mhm.
coach. He's
I wish
solid,
it-
man.
I wish that coach of the year weren't always like.
But
I wish
that-
it weren't always like who has the better team, and I wish it was more about like what did you do with what you had and how you actually coached.
Exactly, and that's why he's here. Because I don't think Zach Wilson's that good, but I think that's going to be a greatly like put together program. Like I think he's going to have an outstanding coached team, and whether or not they succeed is mostly on Zach Wilson and their secondary. I've got 2 more possible picks. One of them being Sean McVay. Because I do think the Rams
are probably they're my preseason favorite to win it again.
Well, I mean, I have them in the Super Bowl again.
Were they
And
at
in
Allen Robinson?
I mean, yeah,
The
and
real QB?
they're bringing back the same team. I mean, in terms of the NFC landscape, I don't see another team that really can like toe to toe. We're
Like-
gonna beat you 6 times out of 10, like guarantee. I just
Well, there's
don't.
not. I don't think there's a team in the league that'll beat them 6 out of 10.
No, probably not.
I mean,
Probably
Tampa-
not.
Tampa's
Tampa-
the only one close. Tampa's the only
think-
one
I
close.
think-
Tampa stays healthy.
I think about week 5, Tom Brady's gonna be like, man, I wish I wouldn't have come back.
Nah,
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same.
I don't think
it's
Tom's
the same
coming
team he
back to
left.
play.
Like,
I don't think Tom's coming back to play. Like that kind of football. Like I think Tom's gonna be
What, last year where he
Tom.
throws the ball?
Tom's gonna be Tom freaking Brady. I'll retire when I want to. Tom Brady.
God, man, I hope not. I'm
Y'all
so
think that was a
sick of
stunt?
this
Y'all
reign.
think his retirement was a stunt?
I think that he's more upset that he didn't get to
Finish on a ring?
No, I think he's more upset that he isn't the one that got to call his shot for retirement, and it came out of his family, not him directly, that he was retiring. So he's like, "Oh, y'all thought I was retiring? Take care of the kids. I'm back."
Lock your doors.
He sat in
Lock
that
your
drive-through line.
doors.
He sat in that drive-through pickup line one time. I was like, "Yeah, this ain't it."
It's not. It's not. Yeah,
I'd rather get tackled by 340-pound men.
Exactly. I do not want to talk about Tom Brady. I'm not a big Tom Brady fan.
All right, but anyways, who's your coach of the year?
Oh no, I had one more. I got one
Oh,
more.
yeah.
You got one?
Yeah.
Let me speak.
Yeah, McDrip, Swag
Oh my
McDaniel,
God, no, we're not doing
Swag
this.
McDaniel, baby. He's
We're not
putting
calling-
together
we're
something
not calling
special
him
in South
Drip.
Beach.
I mean, I ain't even
We're
gonna
not
lie.
doing
He'd probably be, if we're like listing multiple candidates, I have no problem with him being up there. Because if the team's successful, I mean,
You see what Tua said to the media the other day? They asked him about his arm strength. Who would have guessed? He was like, man, Twitter warriors, keyboard warriors, they're not out here practicing with us. He was like, I don't know if y'all saw that last one at Tyreek. Looked like money to me. Swag. I love that kid. And he's slim. God. But, okay. Go ahead, Nolan. Coach of the year. Or
Coach of the
Timo.
year.
John Harbaugh's up there. The Ravens can stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a healthy Ravens.
Zach Taylor, if they are able to.
Mm-hmm. I feel like Zach Taylor should have won it last year over Mike
Is it
Babel.
bad?
I mean, Zach Taylor went from almost being fired,
Yeah,
getting
he was
another
on the hot
shot,
seat.
and here we're in the Super Bowl.
Exactly. He was on the hot seat.
Andy Reid's always a safe one. I don't think Mike Tomlin. Did you say Mike Tomlin? I don't think Mike
No, I
Tomlin
didn't say Mike
should be.
But
I didn't say Mike Tomlin.
I honestly don't know his name, but the Bills.
Sean
Sean
McDermott.
McDermott.
Sean
Sean
McDermott's
McDermott.
who I was about to bring up.
Sean
Sean
McDermott.
McDermott.
I think
You mean the former defensive coordinator? You mean the Buffalo Panthers?
Oh yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? The Buffalo Panthers?
So
Yeah,
the key word here
Buffalo's
is
AAA team.
former.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm just saying anything that we have, they take.
But
And they make it better.
Sadly.
the Bills are going to come back with a vengeance next year
Hmm.
because of the coin toss,
And
I think like I know it's going to sound biased, but I genuinely believe we're going to get a Bills Chargers like
AFC Championship?
AFC Championship, and then
Wow.
the Bills are going to go on to face the Rams.
here's my dark horse for
I hate to
coach
say
of the
it.
year.
But
Nick
Matt Rule.
Sirianni, if you're looking up the Eagles.
Nick Sirianni.
Oh.
That's my dark horse because
I
I
knew
think
I knew that off the dome, by the way.
Oh,
you just
wait,
said
wait,
Matt,
wait.
so obviously not.
I said Nick Sirianni.
How many games do the Lions have to win to get coach of the year?
I think you just hung up on him in this preseason interview, like calling him knee munchers.
What? I didn't
Nah,
even know
I'm
about
Knee
that.
munchers?
I didn't even know about that.
You
No,
talking
when he
about Dan
first got the
Campbell?
job
You
last
talking
year.
about Dan Campbell?
Dan Campbell.
Yeah, Dan Campbell. I love
You don't
Dan
remember
Campbell.
last year?
I don't remember the
He was
preseason
talking
stuff.
about we're going to get knocked down and we're going to get back up, and on the way up, we're going to bite your kneecap off.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Anyways,
he
I
said
mean, yeah,
that.
he could be. I mean, I like.
Yeah,
I like
love
him.
Dan Campbell just because you can tell how much he genuinely cares that they kept losing.
So
like
when
less than 5 points.
when the Heat fired Joe Philbin, not the Heat, when the Dolphins fired Joe Philbin years back, Dan Campbell was our interim coach for 2 games. No, for the rest of the season. In the first 2 games as an interim head coach, we scored 83 points.
Yeah.
In 2 games.
Got that dog.
I mean, I
Got that
think
dog in
He
him.
live in the doghouse.
yeah, Nick Sirianni. I just think the Eagles got a lot better. I
They
think the
did.
division's weak.
But now, I am not a big fan of Jalen Hurts.
See, I am. I'm a Jalen Hurts guy.
I think this is the prove it year. This is the year that like he's.
I mean,
I
he has no excuse now.
He has no. Yeah.
No, he doesn't. He
You got
doesn't.
AJ
And neither does Tua Tagovailoa. I'll be the first to say that.
2 young quality wide receivers, and then now you have AJ Brown
And
You
Dallas
have
Goddard.
one of the best and youngest O lines in football.
No, not youngest.
Yeah,
They're
they
still
do.
old.
No, they're not.
They're still
The
old.
only
they're
one that's
not.
old is Jason Kelsey.
That's the
No,
only
do they
one.
not? Did Lane Johnson retire?
He's not on the team anymore. I'm telling you.
Lane Johnson.
Either way, the rest of them are 25 and under. 20.
Oh, yeah,
The oldest
true.
may be 26.
Okay. I digress.
Like Jordan Mailata. That's what I'm talking about.
And I want to go back on some. Okay, if y'all want to give like one dark horse pick a piece for
what,
any
Super Bowl?
award.
Super
For
Bowl
any
or
award?
what?
No. Any award that you want to go back on and give a dark horse.
Russell Wilson MVP.
Really?
Yeah.
See, you want to go ahead with yours, Nolan, if you got one.
Does Joe Burrow count as dark horse?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
At least I think so. I mean, your MVP favorites off the top of your head would be Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen. I think that would be it
And then,
as like tier 1 MVP candidates year in, year out.
and then it's
Until
like Herb, Brady, Burrow.
I won't even say Herb. I wouldn't put Herb and Burrow in tier 2 personally, just because they haven't played like tier 2 quarterbacks.
What?
They have not.
Lane Johnson still is the right tackle, by the way.
Lane Johnson still is the right tackle? Okay. So, yeah, they have 2 offensive
Justin
linemen.
Herbert just finished up the first two seasons of a quarterback ever.
But Nolan, you have... I don't know.
Like,
I just don't think he's tier 2. That's like... He might blossom into tier 2. But I just don't think he's tier 2.
Herb MVP.
See, so Joe Burrow is your pick.
Joe Burrow.
My dark horse, and I'd like to change my pick from what I had it as. My dark horse for Offensive Player of the Year is Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce.
For Offensive Player of the Year? Yeah, I think so too. I think
Yeah, I
he
can see
sets... I think he beats
He's
his...
gonna
Oh,
break.
it's record year. It's tied in record year for Travis Kelce.
You mean he's gonna break
Well,
his...
see.
He's gonna break his own record?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's gonna break his own record.
He's gonna break whatever record you want
That's
to bring
my
up.
pick for Offensive Player of the Year.
Okay. All
Well,
right,
see.
so do y'all have any breakout picks? Breakout
Breakout.
predictions? Yeah. Say it, Nolan.
Sweet little boy down there in Charlotte, J.C. Horn.
J.C. Horn.
J.C. Horn
J.C.
will
Horn.
be
Okay, so
the
that's his...
best corner.
Oh,
in
yeah.
football this
So
season.
Nolan's got J.C. Horn pegged as a
As
top
the-
10 corner at the
The
end of the
9th or
season.
10th best corner this season, not overall, this season.
Okay. I doubt it, but we'll see. What about offense? Got anybody offensively?
Offensively, breaking out,
Mm-hmm. Blossoming.
I would blossom it into like a true 1-2-3, anywhere in the 1-2-3. I think Josh Palmer becomes our solidified third wide receiver. As much as I hate to have another jump ball receiver, because we love those, but
Timo, offensive, defensive breakouts.
I think Offensive Breakout Player of the Year, or for us, like our offensive breakout, I'm gonna go.
It doesn't have to be for your favorite team. You can talk
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Okay.
I got Travis Etienne
Okay.
breaking out for the Jags.
Okay.
He's gonna
I
emerge.
think he's gonna be like a. I think he's gonna be like a.
He's gonna be
Debo
like
specialist.
comeback.
oh wait, I'm changing my pick.
Player.
To what?
Javonte Williams.
Devontae Williams.
Like
He
true.
only broke out last year. He had
but
900
he did.
yards.
I'm talking about like he's gonna.
They brought
that's
Melvin
your
back though, and I
operation.
don't know how they're gonna do that. But they did bring Melvin back. I
They
think you're gonna see them like they're gonna increase it with Javonte. But
Yeah, they have to.
Javonte can't be tackled on the first try. He can't.
But yeah, I got Travis Etienne breaking out. If I had to go defense, I mean, yeah, I'd love to see JC. I mean, it was a freak injury. He broke a bone in his foot. It ain't like it was like a.
Yeah.
He'll be
JC
fine.
Horn is
So you're saying
he was
becomes-
great whenever he played.
He becomes the running back over James Robinson.
Who, Travis Etienne?
Yeah.
I mean, I think Doug Peterson's going to utilize him like almost in the sense of how you see. He's going to be like Christian McCaffrey with less carries, if that makes sense. He's
Yeah.
going to be used in the
Okay.
slot.
I got
I
you.
see
That makes sense.
I see the vision.
Anybody for? Okay, so yeah, all right. So I've got an offense and defense. I feel like my breakout is Tua Tagovailoa. It's my Dolphins bias aside, right? And if he doesn't break out, he doesn't, and
Because he
he
has
is
no
what
excuses.
the media says he is. But me personally, he's got the fastest offense in NFL history around him. He's got a defense that has the last 2 years has been top 15.
No excuses.
I wouldn't say there's no excuses. Now, like,
Aside from only excuse is the offensive line is bad again.
I don't think that's gonna happen. But like,
not
some
that bad.
freak injury to a position of importance. But that's one injury shouldn't, unless it's to Tua, should change his trajectory this season. But I think he's gonna break out.
But I figured we were doing this just assuming everything goes right. This is how they're gonna be.
Yeah. I think it'll be Tua Tagovailoa,
What's
the Hawaiian Superman.
Oh God.
And on defense, I've got Joe Tryon-Shoyinka from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Do y'all know who that is?
The edge rusher.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka, outside
I've heard
linebacker
of
edge from the Tampa Bay
I've heard of
Buccaneers.
him.
So he was more hand in the ground last year,
Mhm.
but they signed Akeem Hicks. So I feel like he's going to kind of step off more of a stand-in role off the actual edge.
Mhm.
He's a freak, dude. He's such a freak.
I need to do some
Whenever you're
research.
watching Tampa Bay games this year, look for number 9 coming off the
Chargers play
edge.
Tampa.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka, number 9, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, my defensive breakout. Way too early Super Bowl. I got Rams Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes' dad strength times 2. Another bun is in the oven, and it's his revenge season. What y'all think? I know Nolan thinks Rams Bills.
Bills come back with a vengeance.
I think the Bills have been like way too close to not get over the edge.
They're due for their shot.
And I also, it'd be dumb of me not to have the MVP make a push. So I'm gonna have Bills. I mean, I think it can be Bills Rams. I don't know if there's anybody.
There's.
It depends on. I mean, as far as the NFC goes, I think it's the Rams' race to lose, for sure. I mean, they got an all-star team over there. Depends on what we see out of Tampa Bay and if they can be healthy. You know, the wide receiver health with Chris Godwin and Mike Evans is always a question. And I know they lost a couple pieces on the O-line.
Don't you forget about Scotty Miller.
Yes.
Fastest man in the NFL.
Fastest man in the NFL.
But
Sneaky.
I mean, and as far as Green Bay, I mean, I got questions on defense. I got questions on like where you're getting your production from.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the Rams. What question do you have? Like,
Exactly. There is no questions.
yeah.
Their only question is
They check every
is
box.
Aaron Donald paid enough? That's the only question
They literally check every box.
Who let them get Allen Robinson? That should have been they should have called a fairness balance.
Kind of like what they did when CP3 was supposed to go to LA with
Or
Kobe.
A-Rod to the Red Sox.
Jesus.
Thank God that never happened.
All right. So we already touched on the Aaron Donald 60/2 thing, highest paid non-quarterback in
And
NFL
now-
history.
But they also restructured his contract.
The Dolphins and Raiders are paying wide receivers on par with the top 2 greatest interior defensive linemen in NFL history, and I don't like it. But nothing I can do about it. But
I mean, here, let me explain this, and I tried to explain it whenever these guys first got paid. And this all stemmed from Christian Kirk getting that
Yes.
bag from Jacksonville.
yes,
Yeah.
so
Like,
do you-
that's
so
where
do
this
you
came
think-
from.
Boy.
So do you
So
think
if I'm Tyreek Hill, and I see Christian Kirk, how much Christian
21
Kirk?
a year.
he got 84/4?
Yeah,
Just
okay,
21
so
a
Christian
year.
Kirk, and I know that a lot of it's like not guaranteed money, and there's
Yeah.
different ways they can go. Anyways,
Unless you're Deshaun Watson, then it's all guaranteed.
Then it's all guaranteed.
fully.
Fully.
Not
Not a dollar.
Happy
What?
endings are supposed to be part of the massage.
Oh God.
No,
But anyways.
no regrets, baby.
No regrets.
Anyways. So Christian Kirk gets this bag from Jacksonville to be a wide receiver 1, even though that's left to be seen.
Mhm.
So now I'm Tyreek Hill, and I'm sitting at home, and I'm looking like, well, if he's worth $21 million,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then I'm
These-
Devontae Adams.
These legs are Olympic legs. They're
Yeah.
worth 30.
Thank God that we got DJ Moore for 20.
Yeah.
And like,
we got Keenan Allen for 19.
But that
Well-
deal was signed years ago.
yeah, I'm talking about like this year wide receiver money.
It's like
But
that.
now what I'm worried about is Brian Burns is going to see what
Stonks.
Yeah, Carl Nassib.
Yeah.
$25 million.
Yeah,
Wait.
so
Happy June.
Carl Nassib.
How much did Max Crosby?
We're not gonna get.
Max Crosby didn't get paid.
I thought he got paid.
No, Carl Nassib
Oh,
got paid.
I thought Max Crosby did get an extension.
No,
That's right.
Max Crosby isn't eligible yet. It's Carl Nassib. He got $24.5 million a year
Yeah,
to not even be the best edge rusher on that defensive line.
Yeah.
Because Max
Crosby
Crosby's
signed a
a
4-year, $99 million contract.
I thought it was Carl Nassib.
yeah. Shut up.
Oops.
Yeah. I was like, what, did Carl Nassib get a bag?
Oops.
I mean,
My bad.
his contract is so big, isn't it?
My bad. I don't know. And then another talking point of mine was Deebo Samuel. 49ers GM came out and said he will not be traded. He will be a part of the 49ers this year.
Carl Nassib got 325 over 3.
Okay.
Oh.
And
That's reasonable.
he also followed the 49ers back on Instagram, so you know that means he's staying. I hate how pro athletes use social media like children.
Like what Kyler Murray did.
Yes, Kyler Murray. Like,
I think Kyler Murray got a good slap on the wrist from the
oh yeah,
Cardinals.
definitely. For like following.
Come here, midget. Like.
Oh god. Go back to Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
Kyler, you want to keep playing? We'll send you back to the Athletics.
You don't get Christian Kirk no more.
We'll send you back to the Athletics. Oh my god, dude. That's like the basement that's under Alcatraz that's been lifted and dropped into the middle of Rikers Island. That's what Oakland is.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray, you want to go to where 2,000 people might come watch your game?
Four. At fifth capacity.
Don't you disrespect them.
Yeah, 4,000 people.
Shout out
They
Dallas
had a lady playing the national anthem on a handsaw. It was.
They called a possum in the announcer's booth.
It was on par with Fergie's national anthem at the All-Star game a few years ago.
It was worse. That was worse.
They called a possum, like Dallas Braden called a possum in the commentator's booth.
Poverty.
I feel like Dallas Braden's catchphrase should be "That's perfect." Like, it's gotta be, right? It's gotta be.
Man, y'all got anything y'all want to add? Anything at all?
Well, fellas, if you've sticking around this long, we appreciate you. This has been fun.
We don't know how you did it.
Yeah, we don't know how you did it. We don't know how we did it.
Yeah, we've just been, this has really just been us sitting down and talking. Please feel free to reach out to any of us about any improvements you might want to see. We'll open up some DMs if y'all want to DM us with topics you want us to cover or anything like that. We're just out, like I said, we're just a bunch of friends just sitting down, chatting it up, having fun. With all that being said, I guess we're signing off. Thank you.
Episode 1, man. 2 years in the making, many more to go. Let this be the start of something great, man. This was fun. So a week from now, hopefully next Saturday, we'll come back. We'll have a whole new list of things to talk about. So until next time, this is Tanner.
This is Nolan.
Mo.
All right, that's it.
Here we go.
Be sure to, on YouTube, like, subscribe, hit the bell. Yeah, shameless plug season. Twitter, Instagram, at Next Play Sports. It will be the logo with the black background and white diamond. All right, have a good one.
See y'all boys later.